Maximus Analysis here for July 28th, 2016. And we are starting with the ES on the daily. Pretty much a whole lot of nothing happening, and we can see a whole lot of nothing is happening for a while now in regards to the ES price action. Looking at the weekly time frame, we could see that again we have flirted around, but just have an indecision week. They came close to last week's low of 21.51. It's 51 and a quarter, but again they went to 52, but whatever. So we want to see if they're going to break and close below that to see if they're going to retest the top of that breakout of 2134. 2100 and 2080 would be the levels that we'll see to look at to see if they're going to get retraced there. Now, some might say like, oh wow, that's far away. Not really. Okay, we're talking about just 80 points, ES points that can happen fairly quickly. This range of this bar was 40 points. So just know that this week was a huge move up, and again it came from 1981 to 2100. So again we'll continue to watch these levels and go from there. Let's look at the NQ. Again, the NQ has a lot of stuff going on right now. Still looking good coming out of this pendant. Again, holding our bullish trend line right here. Again, we want to see how it looks on the retracement. Wouldn't suggest going long here at all. We have again small body candles. A lot of stuff is moving because of Google and Amazon earnings, which we'll discuss right after this shortly. YM, again, see that it's doing this retracement into the breakout level. So again, that's why I don't trade breakouts. I think they can actually push them down to 18,000, and that still would be a good retracement, quite honestly, as long as it just doesn't fall off of a cliff or anything silly. But again, I don't look at the Dow. It's just 30 components, and it's lightly traded and manipulated because it's just 30 components. I explain this all the time. S&P 500 is where it's at. Gold is kind of giving its same song and dance. I don't know if this was an anomaly yesterday, but we'll see. It needs to stay above the 1314 number. Posted out that, and it's been holding as a line in the sand. Again, it breaks that. It breaks 1300. Then the line in the sand would be the 1290 to 1287 and a half level. So we'll continue to watch that one as well. CL continues to break down. Again, we have a price level and a 200-day at this 40.61 area. It breaks that cleanly, and I'm looking at 38 to be the next target and possibly the bottom, looking at this pattern right here. Okay, we're looking at these lows right here. I would take a long off of that just because you can see looking here that this level has been significant. So not only was the support here, broke, became resistance, broke and came back, popped again to that level. So let's see what we have here and go from there. So we'll continue to see if this will come out on this side. So this type of move comes out on this side at this point. Okay, so we'll continue to watch that. Now, let's go into some of these earning plays and see what we got going on. So the two big boys that we have today, everybody's watching, is Google, and we'll look at the 15. All right, we're at 808.02 as of right now. They're continuing to hold, so I think they're pretty good right now. So the 802 puts us here on the daily, up in the sky, quite honestly. 802 puts us right at this previous high. Golly, that's annoying. But we'll see exactly where they go. On the weekly, let's look and see where they are. So yes, this candle will be a huge candle that we want to close near the highs. Again, no position. No one wanted to get into position, quite honestly, because of the churn that went on going into the earnings. So I didn't know where it was going to go. I'll be fine with just looking back on this one. But we don't want it to come back over again by tomorrow. We don't want it to get back under this 765 area. 765 area would be, again, they pop it, fade it all the way down. That gives us a shooting star. We'll look to see what happens for tomorrow. Again, you had something similar with Facebook today. Again, we had them open at 127 and close near 125. So we don't have on the weekly shooting stars yet. We want to see if they're going to pull more down to this level. Next one is Amazon. And Amazon, we'll look at the 15, and we can see that we had a hell of a candle right here. I don't know where they're going to resolve themselves to. We just want them to hold above this 7. If you're bullish, you want them to hold above this 750 area. Even if we just put something real quick. Let's put the mid. Let's see, a halfway point of this would be, yep. So it hasn't really moved that much, because the halfway point is actually at the close. You can see the close right here. So they haven't really moved that much. Now let's break it down to another chart. Where is that? I guess I didn't put the. Let me put this line in real quick. So this is where we are now. Okay, 766 daily. 766 is above. Okay, so we're breaking new highs, and we don't have anything else. So I want to see how, again, they look weekly. I have a pattern of a blow off high. So again, wouldn't be adding positions. Would probably, but definitely most likely, if they close anywhere close to this, I would actually be taking off everything. Again, I take off into strength versus waiting to be stopped out, or I'd roll my option. If you don't know what rolling my option is, I put a video in explaining it, actually probably around 3:30 today. So if you don't know what that means, please look at that video, and if you have any comments or questions regarding the option rolling, please leave the comments below. So we'll continue to watch the ES, very tight range on the ES, and we'll continue to watch what the dollar, gold, and other things will be doing. So this is where we are in space, and go and see how deep they're going to pull this rabbit hole. Now remember, this retracement wouldn't, if I didn't show you the price, just to show you how 1280 could come in. 1280 is right here. Would that be a bad retracement if it pops there and goes back up? Not really. So again, we'll continue to look at that. We'll also put a little trend line here just for the hell of it. We'll put a little trend line right here, which kind of funny lines right up with that type of movement. So 2070, 2080 area. All right, take care, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Boring week, but again, it's good to have patience during times like these. Take care.